This is Drone Nation, the show about flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
About flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about one of the most intense career paths in the drone world, military and defense.
We're not just talking about flying cool stuff, though there is definitely some cool stuff.
We're talking about real jobs, real training, and a field that's growing faster than almost anything else in aerospace.
So let's start with the basics. What kinds of drone jobs actually exist in the military?
You've got pilots, sensor operators, intelligence analysts, maintenance techs, and even software engineers who write the code that runs the whole mission.
It's basically a whole team behind every single drone flight, which surprises a lot of people.
Right. Most people picture one person with a controller, but a large military drone operation can need 10 or more specialists working together.
And these aren't tiny toy drones either. Some military drones are the size of a small passenger plane.
The MQ-9 Reaper, for example, has a wingspan of about 66 feet, which is wider than a lot of regional jets.
66 feet. That is not something you fly in your backyard.
Unless your backyard is a runway in Nevada, which honestly, some of them kind of are.
So how do you actually get into this field? Do you need to join the military?
Not necessarily. There are three main paths: military service, working for a defense contractor, or joining a government agency like the Air Force Research Lab.
And civilian defense contractors hire a huge number of drone specialists every single year.
Companies like Northrop Grumman, General Atomics, and Raytheon are constantly looking for people with drone skills and security clearances.
A security clearance basically means the government has done a background check and trusts you with sensitive information.
And here's the wild part. People with clearances who also have drone expertise can earn salaries well into six figures.
We're talking north of $100,000 a year for experienced operators and engineers in the defense sector.
Which is a solid argument for taking your drone hobby very seriously, just saying.
Now, if you do go the military route, which branch handles the most drone work?
The Air Force is the biggest player, but the Army, Navy, and Marines all have their own drone programs now too.
The Army alone operates thousands of small tactical drones for things like reconnaissance and battlefield awareness.
And the Navy is developing drones that can take off and land on aircraft carriers, which is genuinely one of the hardest engineering challenges in aerospace.
Landing on a moving ship in rough seas with zero margin for error. Yeah, that's not easy.
The guidance systems required for that are incredibly advanced, and the people who build and maintain them are in massive demand.
What about the training side? How long does it take to become a military drone pilot?
For the Air Force, the formal pipeline to become a remotely piloted aircraft pilot takes roughly a year and a half of training.
That includes ground school, simulator time, and actual flight hours on real systems.
And the simulation technology they use is incredibly sophisticated. Some trainees log hundreds of hours in virtual environments before ever touching the real controls.
That's actually smart because you can practice emergency scenarios without anything actually crashing.
Exactly. And simulation training is one area where civilian drone schools are borrowing heavily from the military playbook.
So the technology flows both ways. Military develops it, civilian world picks it up.
One example is automatic collision avoidance, originally a military requirement, now standard on most commercial drones.
If you're a teenager thinking about this path, what should you be doing right now to prepare?
Math and physics are non-negotiable. Drone systems run on those subjects at a very deep level.
Coding helps too, especially Python and C++, since a lot of drone software is written in those languages.
And honestly, getting your Part 107 commercial drone license while you're still in high school puts you way ahead of the curve.
It shows colleges and recruiters that you're serious, not just someone who watched a cool YouTube video.
Though to be fair, some of us did get into drones from a cool YouTube video and turned out okay.
Speak for yourself, I read a white paper.
Sure you did, Terry. Sure you did.
The bottom line is that defense drone jobs are real. They're growing and they require a genuine mix of technical skill and dedication.
The global military drone market is projected to exceed $50 billion by the year 2035, so this field is not slowing down.
There are few places where your drone skills can have more impact or a more challenging work environment.
It's a career that asks a lot of you, but the work is meaningful and the opportunities are enormous.
Whether you're drawn to the engineering side, the operations side, or the intelligence side, there's a lane for you.
Do your research, study hard, get that license, and keep your record clean. And this could absolutely be your future. See you next week on Drone Nation.